place when I'm with you.
From Grammy nominees The Weeknd, Drake, and Justin Bieber, to newcomers Shawn Mendes and Alessia Cara burning up the Billboard charts, the pop music world is experiencing a Canadian invasion. But these artists have something else in common. They were all discovered and signed to music labels south of the border.
When you play in that mainstream mega media, big radio world, I think you need a U.S. record company on board. That's what history's shown us.
Entertainment lawyer Chris Taylor has worked with the who's who of Canadian musicians. He says the money and connections of U.S. labels have trumped their counterparts in Canada when it comes to discovering Canadian talent with international potential.
It feels, unfortunately, that the deck is kind of stacked against them. I would love to see that change.
Where an artist is signed probably makes no difference to the fans. But it makes a world of difference to cultivating a truly strong, truly homegrown music industry. It means jobs for producers and songwriters working in Canada. And it helps talent scouts here sharpen their instincts on finding artists who could be global stars.
She goes walking every day at 4 o'clock.
Ron Lapata runs A&R, or talent recruitment, for Warner Music Canada. His recent discovery, Scott Hellman, has a domestic record deal right now. But Lapata hopes the 20-year-old is the next Canadian to explode on the international scene.
There are things that we can do, and we're trying to do now, where whether you're signed in Canada or not, our job is to make it global and to make it undeniably so that we're able to break artists outside of Canada.
Some of those things include placing artists like Hellman on streaming services where fans in other countries can discover them. Rapper Cardinal Offishall, who also works as an A&R executive at Universal Music Canada, says things are already changing.
So now, the people at the very top, they're like, listen, we don't care where a hit comes from. If you have all this talent in Toronto or in Canada, then we're going to give you the resources necessary to acquire that.
One of the young musicians Cardinal's working with, Lucas Di Pasquale, agrees.
Compare me to the average white man.
He is starting his career in Canada, but he doesn't think that precludes eventual international success.
I think it's just really cool that I'm here when this is all happening, and I think in maybe another 10 years there'll be a bunch more of us, and there'll be a bunch more producers and a bunch more songwriters and stuff like that.
Growing the Canadian musical ecosystem, so we no longer just export raw talent, we refine it too. Deana, Sumanac-Johnson, CBC News, Toronto.